Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this session. I'm the Program Academic Director of the MSc in Sustainable Finance at the UCD Smurfit Graduate Business School. I'm going to give you an overview of our Masters in Finance postgraduate taught programs. We have a Q&A button at the bottom, so please pop in any questions that you have. We also have Rishi Vinod, a current MSc in Sustainable Finance student, who has kindly agreed to share his experiences with us today. We currently offer 5 master's programs in finance, specifically in aviation finance, financial data science, quantitative finance, and sustainable finance. UCD Smurfit is a globally ranked business school, holds the prestigious triple accreditation from the European, US, and UK accreditation bodies. Only a few business schools are currently triple accredited internationally. I'll start my presentation with a description of our MSc in Aviation Finance program. The program director is Dr. Emmanuel Donkhor. The primary aim of our MSc in Aviation Finance is to equip students with specialized knowledge and practical skills required to understand and manage the complex financial structures and investment decisions within the global aviation industry. Our program provides an in-depth understanding of the global aviation sector, including its regulatory environment, operational complexities, and macroeconomic drivers. So in essence, this program bridges the gap between general finance principles and the unique world of aviation. It is the only MSc finance degree in Europe and reflects Ireland's standing as a global leader in aviation financing. Actually, Ireland is estimated to be the location for leasing activities concerning around 60% of the world's commercial aircraft fleet. The program is suitable for graduates from a wide variety of disciplines, including business, economics, finance, and engineering. It can be undertaken on a full-time or part-time basis. 97% of our graduates are employed after 6 months from graduation. The average age is 25 and students are drawn from 6 different nationalities. Aviation finance is very complicated because it combines the challenges of financing long-lived assets within a cyclical and highly regulated industry. Furthermore, the reliance on cutting-edge financial products and the constant exposure to significant event risks, such as pandemics and geopolitical events, introduce layers of complexity and specialized financial requirements that exceed those of standard corporate finance. Our MSc in Aviation Finance is fully supported by the aviation finance industry, both for lecture support and summer internships with leading firms. The program has several international sponsors, such as AirCap, Avalon, KPMG, and Citi. It is also supported by leading industry figures who deliver guest lectures and help with conference organization. One of the program's highlights is an annual visit to Airbus offices. There are 6 core modules that must be taken in the autumn trimester and 4 core modules in the spring trimester, such as aviation economics, aviation asset management, aviation financing, and law of aviation finance. As an example, the aviation economics module covers the core principles of the field. Students will analyze the structure and dynamics of air transport markets, identify key industry players, and examine how airline firms make decisions regarding output and cost management. The module Aviation Asset Management, on the other hand, seeks to develop a broad understanding of the prominent features of the airline and aircraft financing business. There are 3 separate pathways of completion in the summer trimester, including an aviation industry internship and an aviation finance project. Companies hiring our graduates include Carlisle Aviation, Airbus, Safran, and SMBC. I will now discuss the MSc in Finance, our flagship program. The program's academic director is Dr. Kevin Gam. The MSc in Finance provides advanced, specialized knowledge coupled with practical understanding of finance theories and industry practice. The program equips students with theoretical knowledge and practical skills essential for a successful career in the financial services industry. Graduates are prepared for roles in diverse roles, including investment and commercial banking, fund management, insurance, trading, stock brokerage, and the finance divisions of major corporations. It is an internationally recognized program, receiving special acknowledgement from the Chartered Financial Analysts Institute, as our curriculum incorporates over 70% of the CFA body of knowledge. Graduates gain a significant advantage towards achieving the globally respected CFA qualification. The program is further distinguished by its 59th global ranking in the prestigious 2025 Financial Times Masters in Finance rankings, and is ranked number 1 in Ireland for career progression. The program welcomes graduates holding a degree in business, economics, finance, or any discipline featuring a quantitative component. Is very flexible and can be undertaken on a full-time and part-time basis. 91% of our graduates are employed after 6 months from graduation. The average age is 24, and students are drawn from 13 different nationalities. There are 6 core modules that must be taken in the autumn trimester, followed by 4 core modules in the spring trimester, which together offer specialization in areas like empirical corporate finance, portfolio and risk management, and equity asset valuation. The empirical corporate finance module aims to bridge the gap between theoretical financial models and the real world by reviewing major accomplishments of empirical finance during the last quarter of a century. The portfolio and risk management module, on the other hand, focuses on financial risk management processes and asset allocation, complemented by the study of asset pricing and portfolio theory results. A core component of the course is adopting MATLAB with a view to implementing sophisticated financial risk management methods. There are several internship opportunities in the summer trimester in major companies like Deloitte, PwC, AIB, and Citibank, and the option for a research dissertation, which is ideal for those interested in pursuing PhD studies. Our MSc in Finance students participate in the CFA Institute Research Challenge, which promotes equity research through hands-on training in company analysis. The UCD team has 4 wins in a row, 2022 through 2025. Next, we have the MSc in Financial Data Science. The program director is Dr. Richard McGee. FinTech, the blend of finance, data, and technology, is transforming financial services, and this transformation is powered by technologies such as AI, machine learning, big data analytics, blockchain, cloud computing, and cryptocurrencies. This master's program is designed to equip students with the essential data science skills required to succeed in the global financial industry. So students will learn from leading academics and industry experts in digital finance and technology. The course delivers a range of necessary skills spanning from data research and analysis to practical software development for the financial services sector. The program is the ideal choice for graduates holding degrees in engineering, computer science, mathematics, or business, who wish to specialize in the intersection of data science and financial services. Similar to the previous two programs, it can be undertaken on a full-time or part-time basis. 85% of our graduates are employed after 6 months from graduation. The average age is 24, and students are drawn from 7 different nationalities, a very international program. The program's modules offer specialization in machine learning for finance, data science for trading and risk management, and Python for financial data science, among other topics. The program offers 2 pathways of completion that include summer internship opportunities. As an example, the module Machine Learning for Finance studies and implements the most important modeling and prediction methods, such as linear regression, classification, support vector machines, and neural networks. While the Data Science for Trading and Risk Management module covers aspects of financial data science using Python, including novel data set collection, data visualization, and predictive modeling and backtesting. Some class alumni job outcomes include roles as senior consultant in data analytics at Ernst & Young in Ireland, data scientist at Genesis, and investment analyst at Wayflyer. Our next program is the MSc in Quantitative Finance. The program director is Dr. Alicia Pagagnini. It is a challenging program that delivers rigorous grounding in a wide range of mathematical modeling methods for financial markets. It equips students with the theoretical, mathematical, and computational skills required for a career in finance. The course holds risk management accreditation from the Professional Risk Management's International Association. This prestigious recognition confirms the program's effectiveness in preparing graduates for roles as professional risk managers, allowing students to obtain exemptions from Level 1 and Level 2 exams. The program can be undertaken on a full-time or part-time basis. It is ideally suited for ambitious graduates with a proven quantitative aptitude from backgrounds in economics, finance, or STEM fields. Furthermore, the rigorous curriculum provides the perfect foundation for those wishing to pursue a PhD in finance. 93% of our graduates are employed after 6 months from graduation. The average age is 24. Students are drawn from 7 different nationalities. There are 6 core modules that must be taken in the autumn trimester, followed by 4 core modules in the spring trimester. As an example, the module Numerical Methods introduces many of the most important numerical methods used to solve scientific problems arising in financial applications. There are numerous Python examples used throughout each topic to illustrate the application of numerical methods in the area of quantitative finance. The module Fixed Income Securities, on the other hand, covers in detail the analysis of fixed income securities from a mathematical modeling perspective, including valuation risks and the practice of risk management. The program offers separate completion pathways to accommodate students' specific needs. A select group of MSc Quantitative Finance students have the exclusive opportunity to remotely take the Securities Analysis and Valuation module delivered by the prestigious Yale School of Management during the autumn trimester. Examples of internships and jobs for our graduates include AXA Insurance, Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan, and Central Bank of Ireland. Finally, we have the MSc in Sustainable Finance. It provides an in-depth understanding of the practical integration of environmental, social, and governance factors in financial decision-making. Focused on sustainable finance and global clean energy, this master's program provides specialized knowledge in renewable energy finance, environmental and impact finance, and green data science. Graduates benefit from significant career opportunities and are highly sought after by employers, both in Ireland and internationally. The MSc in Sustainable Finance is suitable for graduates within a variety of backgrounds, ranging from finance and economics to physics and engineering. Similar to the other programs, it can be undertaken on a full-time or part-time basis. 92% of our graduates are employed after 6 months from graduation. The average age is 25 and students are drawn from 7 different nationalities. Our program has been accepted into the prestigious CFA certificate in ESG investing recognition program. The recognition confirms that our MSc in Sustainable Finance recognizes essential topics from the CFA certificate in ESG investing. Moreover, the program is partnered with the Global Association of Risk Professionals and the Sustainability and Climate Risk Certificate. The GARP is the world's leading professional association for risk managers, dedicated to the advancement of the risk profession through education and research. We award several scholarships on an annual basis to students interested in pursuing the SCR certificate. The program is very flexible and students can choose from 3 different pathways of completion. Some of our very specialized modules are renewable energy finance, sustainable finance, and green data science. The renewable energy finance module delivers deep knowledge of the funding sources and finance mechanisms used across the industry at both the project and business levels, while the sustainable finance module examines the specific application of sustainable finance principles across the banking, investment, and insurance sectors, utilizing practical examples and case studies. There are excellent job prospects ahead for our graduates, both internationally and within Ireland. So potential careers include jobs ranging from ESG analysts, project finance managers, and energy traders to business developers, research analysts, and industrial engineers. There are lots of internship opportunities for our students. We have established several internship agreements with various firms, such as Haven Green and Source Galileo, among others. Internships start every June with a minimum duration of 8 weeks. And we have lots of success stories with many of our graduates converting their internships into full-time roles due to high market demand for their skills. I would like now to ask Rishi to step forward. And
Everybody.
Rishi, thanks for coming along.
Thank you so much.
You might like to tell us a few words about how have your first months at Smurfit School been? What attracted you to the Sustainable Finance program? And any advice you have for new applicants?
Sure. So to tackle the first question, when you come to Ireland, like many of you, I'm myself an international student. So when I came into Ireland, I had to juggle between uh, taking care of myself in Ireland as well as getting to know the coursework and getting myself integrated with the college. So one thing that I did was to look into getting to know as many people as possible, and the university itself is a very diverse environment, right? You have students coming from everywhere around the world. So, it was very exciting for me. At the same time, it also opened my eyes to many different cultures and many different backgrounds. So that was my first impression of UCD when I came in here, and this was basically my first months. Of course, there was also the coursework. So the coursework in UCD is very rigorous, but at the same time, it helps you learn a lot, and I've learned so many different new things that I've you know wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't joined the course. Now, why I chose sustainable finance is because I personally have 3 years of prior experience as a credit risk analyst. Now, I know that there is a huge environmental factor that has to be considered. Now, I wanted to see how and like these environmental factors and sustainability goals marry with risk as such. And as Mr. Vasilios or Dr. Vasilios presented, the Sustainable Finance course does have a partnership with GARP and the SCR certificate, which was a major factor for me to accept candidacy in the Sustainable Finance team. And any advice that I would give for new incoming students is basically be open-minded, very open-minded. Open yourself up to different opportunities. The university has a ton of opportunities that it provides its students, and always have your ear to the ground on all of these activities that are being presented. uh, and I would also say that be open to meeting new people and speaking as freely as possible. Do not coop up. Sure, in the beginning it will be difficult to juggle all the different experiences, but at the same time, just speak to everybody. Everybody here is extremely nice and extremely happy to speak with you as well. And you learn a lot throughout the year, and I hope to learn throughout my year as well. So yeah, that's been my experience.
Thank you very much, Rishi.
Yeah.
Great, thanks so much, Rishi and Vasilius. Kathy here. I'm the marketing manager in the Smurfit School. I know there was a lot of material to get through there, Vasilius, to cover all of the finance programs, and Alistair Brewer is here with us from our admissions team, who can answer questions in relation to applying to Smurfit. I suppose one question that's come in that, and perhaps Vasilius or Rishi, you may be able to shed some light on this, but this candidate has received an offer for MSc Finance already, and they're just asking about some of the modules, including Python. They don't have a coding background, so they're a little bit nervous. And what preparation would you perhaps suggest before they join the program?
I think they have to, it is a program that builds gradually. So I guess it is an introductory Python course, but as we move throughout the semester becomes more intense and more detailed. Perhaps having a word with a module coordinator would be the best option, as the module coordinator can guide the student appropriately.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good suggestion. I think, I mean, it
He,
is,
he, he can email me, and I can bring him into contact
yeah.
with a module coordinator.
Okay, so I'll share that information on the chat as well. It is fair to say, I suppose, Alistair, that our finance programs are heavily so, we've very strong applications for the finance program, so it would be important to encourage early application. I know something that came up on earlier sessions today is, the finance sector is very strong here. and there are really excellent job opportunities, and certainly our stats reflect that in terms of graduate placement. So, Alistair, do you maybe want to comment on that?
Yes, that's right. I mean, so as an admissions manager, we see a lot of applications, and the finance program is always one of our most in-demand programs, specifically for those reasons. The job opportunities that they present, and the illustrious careers that they turn into. So from our end, we do see a lot of applications for the finance programs. We are on a rolling base admissions, meaning that admissions keeps rolling through the year, and then they'll keep going until the program's closed. So we would always recommend sort of early applications just to sort of make sure you have a place. So that starts from October. So we're still fairly in the early days right now. So the earlier you can submit an application, the better. And then that also increases your chances of a scholarship application as well, the success in getting one of those as well. They'll keep running through the year. But as I've just mentioned, if the programs get full, then they close. So you wouldn't be able to then come if you delayed your application. And you can do a few applications if you're not quite sure which program you're specifically interested in. But I wouldn't recommend more than three. So sort of think carefully, do your research, check the program that most aligns with you. Have a look through those modules, see what interests you, and then the career that you'd like to go into. I think that's very important when you're picking your MSc program. And if you have any questions along the way, or you're not sure about the application process, then you're absolutely free to reach out to us. We'll help guide you through that process, the application process, and we'll try and get a response to you as quickly as possible.
Thanks, Alistair. Yeah, and I've just shared the admissions details there, and also details on our next event in February. So good to keep an eye on that. Just Rishi, a question for you. Just obviously you're just finishing semester one on sustainable finance, but have you engaged with the Careers Network service here at the school, or attended any of the careers fairs in terms of planning your graduate job opportunities at this early stage?
Yes, I have, Kathy. Basically, what I would suggest is here it's more, at least speaking from my own experience in India. In India, we have something called as a placement program where the companies come into the college, and then they hold the interview process, and then they place the students in their office. Now, this is not the case in Ireland or any other international colleges, as far as I know. Here, it's more about, the companies do come, and UCD has a huge network, but at the end of the day, it is up to you to, build those connections, go on LinkedIn, build those connections. And UCD has a huge network of ex-students, of alumni, of people that they can connect you to better your opportunities in your future, in your career. But at the end of the day, what I would like to emphasize on is that it completely depends on on the individual's work towards his or her career, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's said from day one in the college itself. And for example, I personally, I went ahead and there was a finance course here, or finance talk here, and I personally went and spoke with the panelists, as well as connected with them on LinkedIn. And even today, I can go directly to them and ask them what kind of opportunities are there. Is there anything that I can do to better my profile? So like I mentioned before, always be open. to
Thank you.
conversations and be open to conversations throughout with everybody, with all ages, and they're very, very welcome to, assist you in your career as well. So
Excellent.
that's what I
That's
would like to
great
say.
to know. Thanks, Rishi. And I guess just Vasilius as an academic director on sustainable finance, like there is a lot of engagement with industry. Even for on your own program, I expect that there's guest speakers coming in from companies, and so there are those opportunities to interact directly. Do you maybe want to just briefly speak to that, Vasilius?
Lots of industry experts that deliver guest lectures
Mm,
on all those topics, international finance, financial analytics. So our students have the unique opportunity to interact with those experts,
yeah.
build connections, as Rishi said.
Yeah, that's excellent. I also share details just in our Global Leadership Program as well, which is offered as a co-curricular program to all of our MSc students. So that's another, I don't know, Rishi, if you're taking part in that at the moment. You are? Yeah. So just maybe as a last question, you might just talk us through maybe what you've been involved with as part of that.
Sure. So the Global Leadership Program is it's an opportunity provided by UCD. It's you can use it for enhancing your resume. It is very well viewed in the industry, and the Global Leadership Program is basically it's like your extracurricular activities trying to enhance your extracurricular activities rather than just your academic opportunity that is provided by UCD. They also help you in, for example, there was an event here where we had to go ahead and volunteer to clean the beaches here, as well as there are many talks on, like, just career building, as well as interesting people who have way different circumstances and how they have found success in their lives. So all of those are provided through the GLP program, and basically it also allows you to connect with the management, as well as other people who you can again build your network here.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
that's the opportunity here.
yeah, it's great to hear because it is obviously you're busy with your own program, but as you mentioned, just from a career development point of view, it's really important because it's kind of focusing on the softer skills. And also there's a mentoring program built within that as well, where we try to match our students with people from industry. So that's an important, I suppose, asset or unique selling point we have here at Smurfit, that all of our MSc students are eligible to partake in that program while they're doing their studies here. So listen, I am conscious of time, that we've it's just past 7 o'clock. So I just want to thank Vasilius for giving us such a comprehensive overview of our finance suite of programs. To you, Rishi, I know it's a really busy week, the last week of term, so thank you for taking the time to be here with us. And Alistair from the admissions team as well. So I have shared the admissions email address for any further queries, and do get in touch with us with further questions, and keep an eye on our events web page for both in-person and virtual sessions that we'll have throughout the rest of this recruitment cycle. So thanks so much to our attendees for taking the time to be with us. We leave it there. Thank you.
Thanks very much for organizing the open day, Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Good
Thank
evening.
you so
Bye.
much.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.